The iPhone 17 Pro here in the UK costs around about £1,000, and as soon as somebody buys one, the first thing you tend to do is grab a cheap, say £5 case off Amazon, and then boom, it goes on the phone, and they think their phone is protected. But the majority of the times it actually isn't. And here are some of the detailed costs of a repair of an iPhone 17 Pro, and these prices are directly from Apple themselves. And that's why cases such as these, the Q3 Air from Torras, are an actual godsend for a number of reasons. Not only because it offers a more durable look and feel, but also because it will actually protect your phone from things like damages, knocks, and bumps. But there are a ton of other really interesting features on the Q3 Air that help protect your device, but do not limit its functionality. And by that we mean this. For example, button layouts. The buttons here for things like the action key, volume up and down, power button, and even the camera control are all housed within the case. This custom made specifically for the iPhone 17 Pro. So that means if you're clicking things like the power button or the camera control or the volume up and down key, for example, anything you click will work instantaneously, exactly the same as if you didn't have the case on at all and you're using the phone without one. And about that protection, check this out. Even if I knock it against a table on its edge using this rubberized end here, you don't see any damage at all. The phone is absolutely fine, as you would expect. And there's a number of cool things. If you were to lay this flat, you're not going to have any scratches on the display, even if you had a screen protector or without, because it has a slightly staggered lip on the front to protect the display, and that's repeated again at the back, where you have this lip that sits slightly above the camera lens themselves. So if you put this down, the lenses never make contact with the actual ground, which is super important to protect those lenses from getting any damage, as you saw earlier, when it relates to costs. And there's some other really cool features that help with things like drop protection. So around the top end here and on the bottom here, you have Torras's own air pocket technology. And what that means is it has a little bit of play in it that if it's dropped from a certain height and hits the ground, it will actually absorb impact, which reduces the possibility of you suffering any damages to the frame of the phone and the phone itself, which is super important. So those cases you see on Amazon, which cost like £5, claim to have this technology, but they actually don't. Thus, when you drop them, you'll instantaneously you'll find a breakage. That's why premium cases such as this from Torras will allow you to circumvent those concerns with this air pocket control. And then let's talk about some cool functionality. It has a 360-degree ring, which means you can twist this at any angle and rest it landscape or portrait. It's entirely up to you. And then you get some other really cool features as well, like being able to replace the actual keys, the buttons along the side, to make it look, for example, in this case, purple. But I think the orange accents along this phone with the orange backing make this phone look super cool and funky with this really funky purple case as well. All in all, the Q3 Air cases for the 17 Pro and the 17 Pro Max only offer a huge amount of protection against things like knocks, drops, etc. and bumps in anything that you can use day to day for general wear and tear, and it'll protect your £1,000 plus device as well against those things potentially happening. And if you did drop it, chances are you're going to have a phone that will continue to work as normal. And we've worked with Torras for a number of years for a number of product launches and have full confidence in what they've delivered, and have used this really funky looking stylish case for a little while now, and it's worked absolutely flawlessly with no issues at all. So we want you to let us know in the comment section below your thoughts on the best cases for the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max from Torras, the Q3 Air, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and keep an eye out on the 28th of January for something called Glow Day on Torras's own website. Let us know in the comment section below, and be sure to like and subscribe. Until the next one, as always, we out.